dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. You know my love for you will break my heart.
Hey Steve, I am sorry I'm late. My all-access studio badge wouldn't work, and I had to pole vault over the security wall to get in here.
Vance, it's all good. It's all good.
Oh, drinks!
Yes. Oh, our beverages Bailey has really outdone herself this time.
Bailey, you're too much. Is that warm curry, stone ground mustard, and vinegar I'm picking up on?
Bingo!
Oh, Bailey.
Hey, take a look behind you.
No, wait a minute. The last time someone said take a look behind you, my man purse was snatched.
Really, go ahead. Take a look behind.
Wow, holy potatoes, Steve. A green screen. Wow. Someone planning on us being in some big boy newsroom now?
Our new tech director, Leon Rhymes, he scored that green screen for us. Yeah, he found it in the dumpster behind the local public television station. It was hidden behind a whole stack of totes, like 500 of those Sounds of the 60s CDs. Yeah, he had to beat the snot out of some other guy that was trying to get it. But and take a look at that monitor. Look at that.
Oh my God, there's a monitor there. This is a sunset.
Yeah.
You know, all these new technologies coming into the studio all at once. You know, I'm careful, I might fiddle myself. And that sunset, I mean, Leon Rhymes, that's beautiful. Oh, thank you too. Thank you, Ringo.
Thank you, Leon Rhymes, our new tech director.
I'll tell you, Steve, it's like, is that our, I can't see it there. Is that our new background now?
No, Leon Rhymes can change our background on command to anything that our limited imaginations can come up with. Yeah, take a look. Look at that.
A sunrise? That's great.
Hey, Leon Rhymes, what is this, Fiddler on the Roof? What, the sun rises and
sunsets? Oh, what is that, like creepy doll heads? That's really uncalled for.
Leon Rhymes, please, you're scaring and disturbing David's delicate nature here.
Houston, we have a Whitney.
It's one small step for man, one giant sub for my man-sized appetite.
Is it just me, Steve, or is it getting warm in here?
Go figure. And us without our marshmallows.
So the doctor told me they were able to successfully remove my kidney.
Oh, well, that's got to make you feel much better.
Normally it would, except I was admitted for hemorrhoids. Oh, so what are you in here for?
Skin tags.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Week in Review with the Chamber of Comedy. I'm Dave Hanwright.
And I'm Steve Burnett. And this week's update is brought to you by Maine Repertory Theater and the #1 dating site for man's best friend, Rin Tin Tinder. When it's more than just puppy love she's after, let Rin Tin Tinder fetch her four-legged forever friend. Dave?
Steve? We'd like to take a quick moment to wish our former technical director, Leon Rhymes, the very best of luck as he pursues other opportunities. Leon Rhymes, we appreciate all your work with us for the nearly 10 minutes of your employment here.
Dave, fond memories working with Leon Rhymes, for sure. There's a brand new roadway running through the entire state, and it's making all other states' transportation authorities sit up and take notice. It's not your typical tollway highway, though. It's called the Barter Byway, or the BBW. and it's private highway that works on the barter system.
That's right, Steve. Rather than cash, both goods and services will get you to your desired destination. Got 3 chickens? Trade them in for 100 miles of smooth, uninterrupted coastal driving.
Willing to paint the center line of the road along your way? That will earn you unlimited travel for the entire weekend. A full week if you're willing to supply the paint and brushes.
Now your once empty threats to kick out your gassy, sassy, know-it-all teen can finally come to fruition at any one of our teenage drop-off stations, where BBW authorities will put them to work in the kitchen at one of our participating roadside restaurants as you and the missus peacefully cruise the rolling hills of the countryside well after dusk.
Dave, my parents accidentally left me behind at a truck stop when I was a mere 2 years old.
That had to be a scary time for you.
Not nearly as scary as it was for the trucker that they accidentally handed me to. Coming up, throwing caution to the wind lands a carefree Cincinnati couple in jail for littering. After this word from Nature's Excuse Suppositories.
With Nature's Excuse Suppositories, it's all systems go. And we're out. 30 seconds. Thank you, 30.
Thank you.
Steve, do you know what was earlier this week?
Oh, are you talking about Earth Day?
Uh-huh.
Oh, how could I forget? Did you guys do anything special?
As a matter of fact, Carol and I kept the car in the garage all day.
Oh.
And we rode our tandem bike everywhere we had to go. Then we planted several shrubs and collected several bags of trash down in the park. We had a picnic with our vegan-friendly neighbors. And then we ended the day volunteering down at the town's recycling center. We cleaned and repaired all the equipment there.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. How about you?
Let's see. I ate cake, I took a nap, and then I changed the burnt out bulbs in my tanning bed.
Oh, and we're back. Every state has a motto, and sometimes after a number of years, those mottos can become stale or simply no longer appropriate for the state they once proudly served. For years, Maine's motto was the famous Maine the way life should be. Then for a brief time, folks used Maine open for business, but before eventually returning to the safe, comfortable former. Still, many have demanded yet another motto change.
The 3 finalists have been chosen during the Pine Tree State's recent statewide search and competition for the new motto, and we've got their mottos right here, ready to announce for the very first time.
That's right, Steve. Bonnie Bobina from Stoop Falls, Maine, submitted the motto that reads, Maine, the hefty brother of the family New England.
Doug Masthead from Lobster Lick Island came up with Maine, discount stores on overpriced property.
And Dennis Buck from Antler Tracks, Maine, sent in Maine. It'll grow on you. It's hard to believe these are the finalists.
Yeah,
the other ones must have really sucked.
Yeah.
Oh.
We, of course, wish all 3 finalists the very best of luck. Dave, do you have any ideas for a new motto?
Well, Steve, I really like Maine the way life should be. Well, how about you?
How about this? Maine, where I rest comfortably between ma and ne.
You know, that's kind of lengthy, and it makes no sense.
And now it's time for Dave's Recipe Corner. Huh? What? No? Still no graphics, no opening theme, nothing? Nothing. Okay. In this underproduced segment, our very own Dave Hanwright answers culinary questions from our viewers. Dave, this week's letter comes to us from Donna S. from Naples, Florida, who writes, Dear Dave, someone left my cake out in the rain. I don't think that I can take it because it took so long to bake it. And now the recipe is missing. What should I do?
Donna, get over it.
And this segment is over as well. Thanks for writing, Donna. No graph, still no out theme, nothing. Okay. Dave,
There's no theme?
nothing.
Okay. With the continuing concern of COVID, the town of Scant Hopes has announced their 4th of July fireworks are still up in the air.
I wouldn't want them to be anywhere else, Dave. Exciting news concerning our own Dave Hanwright, a man of many skills and many vests. Dave is creating a brand new cartoon series for the radio called The Days We Remember. Dave has agreed to share with us a little insight to this new radio comic strip. Dave?
Yeah, thanks, Steve. The Days We Remember is really a throwback to the old 50s and 60s sock hop era where the craziest news in town was that the malted machine at the diner was kaput.
That's exciting.
I've brought a few of my main characters here to show our viewers. Here, this young fella is Barry Bratton. Barry is the junior class president at Chestnut High School and their star quarterback. He has a longtime crush on this young lady, Joni Crotch. Joni is Barry's next-door neighbor, but the junior class president at the town's rival school, Maple Heights High. Maple Heights is the school in town that doesn't believe in God. Joni is a sweet young lady, but quite frankly doesn't even know Barry exists. Instead, she's dating Maple Heights star linebacker, Reggie. In our debut strip, the two football teams are playing in the championship game. However, there's a cheerleader on the Maple Heights team that is head over heels for Barry. Or is she? She's a foreign exchange student from Germany named Ingrid, with a dark past who doesn't sleep and won't take no for an answer when she runs into Barry at halftime. Well, 9 months come and go.
Oh, hey, that's great, Dave. Sounds like a real laugh riot. Can't wait to catch that. When's it debut again?
Well, we're still in the talks, actually. Nothing's set in stone just yet, and we're working out the details with the radio stations, and we're looking for any takers.
I know I'll be tuning in.
And now, with a personal note, here's Steve.
Thanks, Dav. Maybe, just maybe, it's time to rise above our posters, protests, yard signs, t-shirt slogans, tweets, posts, marches, and parades. Those efforts rarely, if ever, change the hearts or minds of people we assume can't fathom that any way other than theirs is even possible. I'm just guessing now, but has anyone ever felt one way and then changed their mind because of your bumper sticker? All that sticker does is bring down the value of your eventual trade-in. I speak from experience with my own bumper stickers on my used Prius, demanding people resist kale and letting the world know that my dog is my co-pilot. Okay, I'm just kidding. I couldn't drive a Prius. And please, don't confuse those of us who don't celebrate you or your personal choices as people who don't approve, people who don't like you, or people who don't care. The majority of us simply feel your personal business is none of our business. There's so much more we have in common, and really, so many bigger fish to fry. And who doesn't like a good fish fry? Isn't that something we can all agree on? Dave?
Fish. And that's this week's Week in Review with the Chamber of Comedy. If you like whatever this is, please tell your friends, follow us on Facebook, and subscribe on the YouTubes. Until next week, I'm always Dave Hanwright.
And I guess that leaves me to be Steve Burnett. Remember, when news breaks out, so do we. Thank you.
And good night. That went well, I thought.
Yeah. Dave, I saw your... I was taking a massive bowel movement. I saw your passport on the back of the toilet. Are you leaving the country, or?
Thank you. I wondered where I left that. Yes, this summer, I'll be spending 3 weeks in June in the Sudan.
The Sudan. Wow. What are you going to be doing there?
I'm taking a temporary position as a missionary.
A missionary position. Wow, man, good for you. I'm jealous. You think it's too late for me to get in on some of that action?
Look, to be honest, but no offense, Steve, I don't think you have it in you, Steve. It's going to be hard. You got to be up at 5 every day, and you're going to be going at it until midnight for 3 weeks solid.
Wow, I think you're right. Since the heart attack, certain new physical challenges have reared their ugly head that I had not anticipated. Well, good for you. Good luck. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. You know what the nice thing is that I've been told that if I don't fit in or if I'm not happy after a week, I can just pull out.